A final, and Alexandra Foster's got to be disappointed she left that a little bit too late.
Well, it's the first semi-final of the men's double sculls now. Italy, the USA, Australia, Spain, Moldova. Great to see them in this AB semi-final. And the Czech Republic on this near side. Luca Rambaldi at stroke and David Mumolo behind him. Just giving a last few words. There's the double from the USA. Tom Pfeiffer, closest to us. The 30-year-old. And Sorin Kozak, 24 years of age, behind him. Caleb Ansell in the stroke seat. David Bartolo behind him from the Australian crew. Spain have had a great season, haven't they? Rodrigo Conde Romero in the stroke seat closest to us. Alex Garcia Puloha behind him. And there's this fantastic Moldavian double, Ivan Korsunov and Julie Vistoci-Seshkov in the bow seat behind him. What can they produce? Big cheer for the Czech crew, stroked by Jan Sinsenbuk. The big man Jakub Brodrazil behind him. Big ask for them to qualify from an outside lane. The faster crews in the centre lanes.
Yeah, Jakub Brodrazil with a little wave to the crowd. We had an all Mpeka race. This is an all Felipe race. Again, 3 to qualify. You know that now.
Attention.
And we're away in this first semi-final of the men's double scull. There we see the Australians, Caleb Antill from the Australian National University Boat Club in the stroke seat, David Barthelot behind him from the Sydney University Boat Club. Here's the combination from the USA.
Coached by Bill Manning. Sorin Kozak rows at the California Rowing Club out there with Mike Tatey on the West Coast, and Tom Pfeiffer from Penn AC, Philadelphia.
Well, like you said, Martin, the Spanish have had a pretty good season, had a good win in the quarterfinals, secured this centre lane, and here they are, looking pretty good. High rating, 44 strokes a minute. They're still up at that through the minute, but it's working for them.
For me, I think it's going to be hard to look past the Aussies. They've looked so strong this regatta and this season since finding this combination in Lucerne. Caleb Antill racing with Jack Cleary earlier in the season, picking up a dead heat for a bronze medal at the second World Cup in Poznan. And then when Jack was out with illness, I think it was in Lucerne, Dave Barthelot came in, and this combination really, something clicked.
To me, the story in this race is the Moldovans. Chirili Vistoci-Shechkov in the bow seats, rowing in the men's pair, finished in the B final of the Europeans, but Ivan Kornusov from that under-23 double took silver in Varese, and coached by Valeri Barabbas on the FISA development program, this crew, and they are in a strong qualifying position now.
Yeah, the Moldovans have been really interesting to watch again. The sort of smaller nations doing well. It's been great for us to be able to see. And now one of the big nations, Sarah, the Australian men's double, 39 strokes a minute, leading the field here.
Yeah, we saw Caleb Antill just look across his shoulder to the Spanish bronze medalist from the men's quadruple scull in Tokyo last year.
My question is whether Mumolo and Rambaldi over there on the far side can find something in this middle 1,000 metres to take them back on the Moldovans. They're not the quickest out at the start. Haven't been together that long. But that's where the threat, the jeopardy for the Moldovans lies, I would think, over there on that far side.
Yeah, good to call that, Martin, to notice. We've got the 3 crews at the front. There's sort of one thought process, which is make sure you make your way into the A final, but there's going to be so much going to come back at them in the second 1,000. Spanish
look really zippy there, racy, don't they? Just real direct leg drive.
Yeah, and those 3, look, they're just breaking away from the rest of the field. You wonder whether they're just sort of racing for a place, or whether, I'm kind of asking the question, is someone going to come up? The Italians going to come up from over there?
It's a tough ask, isn't it? Just this third quarter, I'm not sure that Italian double have got the zip and the pace.
Yeah, Luca Rambaldi, though, such a great sculler in the stroke seat of that Italian double. I'm surprised to see him not challenging for the A final here.
Yeah, came out of that Italian quad that finished 5th in Tokyo. Had they caught, they would have been a medalist, and that's the kind of quality that Rambaldi has, but yet to show really in this race.
And I think we've just seen the Australian double, coached by Lyle McCarthy, really start to settle down into their rhythm. They've stepped it down into about 37, 38, start to lengthen out. The Spanish, though, high rating. They look across at the Aussies, who are starting to move out on them now, 3/4 of a length.
I think the Italians making a bit of a move. You can see flicking down there that them and the Moldovans at a similar speed. The Italians are going to need to go up to 19.1. Well, there they go, 19.2. So
yeah,
they are moving.
Yeah, now I'm looking at the rates. They're doing that in the water, really. 38 strokes a minute, the Italian double. The Moldovans at 36. We can see them here. You just wonder if that's going to start to get heavy, whether they'll respond, if the Italians can really start charging at them.
It looks like the Italians might have overlap now with the Moldovans. Are they going to be able to see that, or are they a bit too out on their own over there in lane 1 as we see them on screen here?
Rambaldi, what is he, a 5:42, 5:43 on the 2K ergo? It's a lot to ask, isn't it? The Moldovans still got a bit of clear water.
It's a lot to ask, but it's not necessarily too much. It's a boat length in the last 500 against this Moldovan crew who've gone out there early. Will those Italians or will these Americans have been in a pace that they can move on from? As we see the barman there take a look across and say, are we making progress? And they'll have seen the picture, which is that there's a slight overlap, but is it enough?
I think the Italians might have a sniff here. I think the Italians might have the opportunity. Are they going to run out of course? But the Australians absolutely dominant for most of this race here. They've got almost a length lead over the Spanish, as the Italians desperate to get themselves back into this race up at 39 strokes per minute. They are one of the fastest moving boats on the course.
Great scull from Australia, that bow number 4 is the Spanish boats. There's the Italians. They're edging ever closer. Will they break Moldovan hearts? Spain edging back on Australia, Greg.
Yeah, Spain coming back on the Australians here for the win. But take a look at the Italians as well, whether they're going to be able to move. These two are definitely both going to qualify. For me, the other picture we want to see is where are those Italians?
Spain, 47 strokes per minute. They have just made the Aussies look like they're standing still. The Australians down on 40. The Spanish at 45. Here comes Italy. Here comes Moldova. I think Italy's going to get there.
No, I'm not sure they are. Moldova will take that third place, Sarah. Italy in 4th. Not quite enough. Too much to do. The Czechs in 5th. Moldova in the A final. That's the noises you can hear at the finish from Chirili Vistoshi-Shechikov and Ivan Kornyusov. A Moldovan crew in the A final of the World Championships. Well.
Yeah, pretty cool performance from that Moldovan crew. And this Spanish double, who used rate towards the end, didn't they, to work their way through that Australian double who didn't respond today. Who knows what they'll have for the final, because we know they'll both be there. But yeah, like you say, what a story. The Moldovan double took that out early. Big lead they had on Italy. And then the Italians going to be disappointed to have not got that double into the A final. Look at those celebrations.
Yeah, loving that celebration. Vistoshi-Shechikov there. Couldn't wait to grab his partner and congratulate him. The Australians leading that race. And then, did they come in 2nd or 3rd?
They
Second
came in
place.
2nd, yeah. Came in 2nd, got rode through by the Spanish, but they just couldn't really quite change pace, could they, at the end? Great flexibility, really, from this Spanish double. As we see them turning around now. We'll see. I love these moments afterwards where we see the little celebrations. You can see the Spanish, the Australians, the Moldovans going through. Disappointment for the Italians. We didn't see so much